Welcome back to Lynn's Spotlight Daily, your daily scoop of entertainment buzz. Gwyneth Paltrow opens up about Timothée Chalamet's unexpected charm. He's so much more than just a talented actor. In the world of Hollywood, co-stars don't always have glowing things to say about each other. Between hectic sets, clashing egos, and demanding schedules, it's not uncommon for actors to simply do their jobs and move on. But every now and then, a genuine connection shines through, and that's exactly what seems to have happened between Gwyneth Paltrow and Timothée Chalamet while filming their upcoming project Marty Supreme. In a recent interview, Gwyneth took a few minutes to reflect on her experience working with Timothée. And let's just say, her words were more than kind, they were downright heartwarming. When asked what surprised her the most about Chalamet, Paltrow didn't even have to think. Her face lit up instantly as she replied, "He's a truly lovely human being." What stood out to her? His manners. In a town where fame can sometimes wear down humility, Chalamet has held on to something rare, respectfulness. "He's incredibly polite," Gwyneth shared with a smile. "There's something very old soul about him, which I honestly didn't expect." You see someone that famous and talented at his age, and you kind of prepare yourself for some kind of ego. But with Timothée, it's the opposite. That simple word, polite, may not sound revolutionary, but in the context of Hollywood, it speaks volumes. Gwyneth also let slip a detail that endeared Chalamet even more to fans. He's fluent in French and has a deep love for his mother. "He speaks the most beautiful French," she noted, clearly impressed. "And he just adores his mom. You can tell he was raised with a lot of love and care, and that's carried over into how he treats people on set." It's not every day that a fellow actor highlights another's relationship with their parent, but in Chalamet's case, it seems to be a defining trait. And for Paltrow, it revealed a lot about his character: gentle, thoughtful, and deeply rooted. While on the subject of working together, Gwyneth couldn't help but gush a bit more. "I really had a lovely time with him," she said candidly. "There's an energy he brings to set that's very sincere. He's not just acting, he's engaging. He's present. And he listens." She paused, then added, "It's so easy to like him. There's just a warmth there." Those words might not surprise longtime fans of Chalamet. After all, he's known for being as charismatic off-screen as he is on, but hearing it from a seasoned actress like Paltrow adds another layer of validation to the narrative. Timothée is not just a pretty face or a talented performer. He's someone people genuinely enjoy being around. Interestingly, Gwyneth also revealed that her own children, especially her teenage son Moses, are huge fans of Chalamet, maybe even a little too excited. "This new movie stars Timothée Chalamet and Tyler, the creator," she laughed. "So my son is just losing his mind over this. He's like, 'Mom, are you serious? You're working with them?' The best part? Moses has apparently never really watched one of his mom's films before. That might change soon, thanks to Marty Supreme. This could be the first movie of mine he actually sits through," she joked. "I mean, he saw Iron Man when he was younger, but this is different." Her daughter, Apple, she added, is a bit more mellow about it. "I think she's watched a few more. She's kind of nerdy that way, she's not as starstruck." If you're wondering what kind of film could possibly bring together talents like Paltrow, Chalamet, and even Tyler, the creator, the answer is Marty Supreme, an upcoming drama with a twist. Chalamet takes on the title role of Marty Mazur, a young dreamer who constantly finds himself dismissed, doubted, and pushed aside. But rather than giving in, Marty embarks on a journey full of literal and emotional trials, refusing to let the world dictate his worth. In an industry that often recycles the same tropes, Marty Supreme promises something refreshing, not just because of the cast, but because of its bold storytelling. Even more impressive? Chalamet is not only starring in the film but also co-producing it. It's a clear sign that he's moving beyond just acting and stepping into more creative roles behind the scenes. The film is slated for release on December 25, 2025, via indie powerhouse A24, a studio known for backing thoughtful, unconventional projects. Of course, no interview with Gwyneth Paltrow is complete without a Marvel-related question. Will we ever see her reprise her role as Pepper Potts? With a coy smile, she responded, "Maybe. There's always a possibility." It wasn't a yes, but it wasn't a no either. And for fans of the MCU, that tiny sliver of hope is enough to keep the rumor mill turning. Beyond movies, Gwyneth briefly mentioned her work on The Forest Within, an immersive art installation currently on display at Genesis House. Though she didn't dive too deeply into the project, it's yet another example of her creative curiosity, always exploring new artistic frontiers beyond acting. In the end, what this interview highlighted most wasn't just Gwyneth's praise for Timothée Chalamet, it was the unexpected warmth between two generations of Hollywood. On paper, they're from different worlds. She's an Oscar-winning actress and lifestyle mogul, while he's one of the most sought-after stars of his generation. But at the heart of it, their connection is simple: mutual respect and genuine appreciation. As Paltrow herself put it, "He's just a good person." And that's always nice to discover. And for fans eagerly awaiting Marty Supreme, it's yet another reason to get excited, not just for the performances, but for the chemistry behind the scenes. Who's your current favorite Hollywood star? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing from you. This is Lynn's Spotlight Daily, and we'll see you in the next Spotlight.